We're gonna find out once and for all if I have autism. I like to do things the same way. Like what though? See, like that's too vague. I have no idea what they mean by that. I like to do things the same way, like shower the same way. Like what? Like what do you mean by that? Like these tests are stupid. I like to do things the same way. Like what? Though? Like play video games the same way. Like what? How do you play a video game the same way though? You go to sleep the same way. Like what do you mean? Like eat the same way? What? I like to do things the same way. Like I don't what? I don't give a shit. I don't even think about that. I don't think about whether it's the same way or not. What? Bro, I'm so confused at that. I like to do things the same way. Like what though? I can't think of one thing I could do the same way. What could I do the same way? Like the exact same way. I don't know. That's a never for me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I would rather hang out alone rather than go to a party with friends. Honestly, back in the day, uh, that was like never. But the older I get, I'm like, it's weird because like once I'm at a party, I have fun and like I can make the best of it. But like when I'm thinking about going to the party a lot of time, I'm like, man, like I'd have more fun just fucking gaming. But that's not hanging out alone because you're with friends or the stream. So yeah, never that. I tend to notice small details that others don't. Yes, definitely. When I'm reading a story, like I like, and this is with especially with like people, because I'm a good people observer or whatever you want to call it. So I know everybody's fucking shit, which people hate too, because it's annoying, I guess, for them. When I'm reading a story, I have a hard time imagining because they can't hide anything from me. When I'm reading a story, I remember I used to like mimic my parents growing up, and I thought that was like a good thing because I was like I knew exactly who they were and like how they'd react and how they would like what they would say in certain situations. And like my dad always told me, "Quit being a wise ass," and would like punish me instead of rewarding me for like being aware of that shit. And it like had like a negative effect on me. I feel like not anymore, but when I was a kid. When I'm reading a story, I have a hard time imagining what the characters like might look like or figuring out the characters' intentions. No, I'm fucking like next fucking level. I can predict like the whole fucking movie, but I don't read books, so we're just gonna put it like it was a movie or whatever. I find myself drawn more strongly to people than to things or solitary activities. Wait, what? I find myself more strongly drawn more strongly to people, more strongly to people than to things. Oh, so video games is a solitary things. Never that then. Never that. I like people watching and observing like people behaviors and shit and like identifying these things, but knowing what makes them tick and like their tells and shit. But like if I had to choose people or video games, it's video games. I think right. So never that. I enjoy social gatherings and find social situations easy. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm easy. I can talk to anybody, unless they like are talking about something that I have no fucking clue about. Then like, what do you do at that point? In many occasions, I've been told that what I've said is impolite. Yeah, true. Some of the time, not most of the time, but some of the time, yeah, definitely. maybe even most of the time. Because I remember I said to this girl, "You didn't need breast implants. Like you look amazing with like without them. You didn't need them," and she got really offended by that. Or I said like, you don't need to use makeup. Like you look prettier without it," and like she got offended by that. Two separate people. I so like some of the time, definitely some of the time, maybe most of the time. I don't know. Sometimes I just have no filter and I just say whatever. Uh, or like I think I'm like ignorant to certain things because I think it's like a good thing, and then people are like, "What the fuck," you know. So that might be most of the time, but I just say some of the time because I don't always. Yeah, I frequently find it hard to keep a conversation going. No, that's not me. No, I mean with some people, but some people are just fucking boring. It's not my fault. If I'm the only one fucking talking and they're just like sitting like a fucking wall, like you know what I mean, that's not on me. Never. I find it difficult to imagine. No, I'm so good at fucking being empathetic and putting myself in other people's shoes. I do it all the time. I focus more on the whole picture rather than the small details. Like what though? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like what would I can't even think honestly I can't even think of a situation where that would to even like imagine this in the whole picture rather than the small details. But if you're focusing on the whole picture, you're focusing on the small details. The whole picture encompasses the small details. What? I don't understand that. I don't understand. You? What? The whole picture rather than the small details. So let's say we have a picture here. Let's say, hold on, let me just, whatever. Let's say we have a fucking picture here. It's fucking whatever. This is the sea, the land, whatever. Where's the paint fill? God, it's beautiful. Okay, we already fucked it up. Let's start again. Oh no, go back. So we have that's easier. Then we have fuck me. Where's my brush? Give me the big brush. Should have been green, honestly, but it's fine. As long as it's actually why? What do you mean? Is that not connected to black line? Fucking hell. Okay, that is fucking blocked off now. Are we happy or not? Fuck. It's blocked. Just give me my fucking thing. Okay, there we go. Uh Give me a circle. Perfect. Wow, that's Picasso level. I'm just saying. Okay, so we have the whole picture. Am I looking at this or am I noticing like that has a little squiggly or like that is like slightly off? I don't know. I notice it, but like I don't know. I don't really understand what they're trying to say by that though. Oh fuck. Uh it's his dick, I guess. He has a third leg. Fuck it. He's got a brony tail. Okay, sick. Like I don't know, man. The fucking remember the seagulls? They taught you to just do like the V's in the sky. Yo, that seagull got fucking. That seagull's on steroids. I don't even know, man. Same with this one. Uh, like what's the small detail? Like fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this the small detail that I'm supposed to be paying attention to? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Small detail. I guess I pay attention to small details. Like, I'll be like, ooh, there's just like on my car. Let's say for my car, for example, the bigger picture is there's not really anything fucked up with it. The smaller picture, the smaller detail is like there's a fucking dent in it from some asshole that fucking like opened their door and hit my car in like a parking lot or some shit. But let's just say some of the time. But like I'm always gonna be annoyed by that little fucking dent. You know what I mean? I tend to have very strong interest and get upset if I can't pursue them. I mean, not really. My Let me think about this. Not being able to pursue like my dream of gaming, that was upsetting for me growing up. Having to like change and do other shit that I like hated or like didn't like as much. Uh but I don't have like strong interests. Like I'm not like the only strong interest I have is gaming maybe. If I can't game, I would be upset probably. Maybe. Fuck. Tend to have very strong interest and get upset if I can't pursue them. No, I don't think I think strongly of anything really. I'm just like I just don't give a fuck about anything. That's my real problem. I don't care enough, I think, is my problem. So never that, right? I think I'm just like more lazy slash like don't give a fuck about anything. That's my biggest problem. Like I should care strongly about certain things so that I can make money and enjoy life, but I just don't because like the only thing I care about is like gaming and like living life and not like living to work, you know? When I talk, it isn't always easy for others to get a word in. No, that's not true. Nah. When someone's talking to me, I find it easy to read between the lines, understand their true feelings or intentions. Yeah, most of the time, definitely. Yes. There's sometimes where, if they say it and they don't show the facial expressions, harder. Uh, you know, like when it gets weird when there's like a couple and like, yo, you guys want me to leave? I'll just leave, and they're like, no, we're cool, you can stay. But then it's like if they're not like, you know, if they don't give me that face thing, then I'm like, oh, okay, they want me to stay. But like, thinking about me being in that situation with my girlfriend that doesn't exist, by the way, uh, you know, it really depends. Like, did we just bone and now we're just out chilling, or are we trying to like get comfortable and like do a little sucky sucky, or like what are we trying to do? I don't know. This is all the time, all the time. This is all the time. If As long as they're showing facial expressions and I can see their face, I know what the fuck I know what's going on in their head. That's why this is usually a lot of the time. It's most of the time because I'm good. I'm very good at reading people. That's like the one thing I'm good at. The one thing I'm like really fucking good at. I often notice small sounds when others don't. Huh? No small sounds. I mean, I notice the farts because the microphone doesn't pick them up, so you guys don't hear them, but I do. But I think it means like like annoying sounds or whatever. And I would argue a lawnmower is not a small sound. That shit is fucking like beyond like how many decibels? It's like fucking it's insane. Numbers, dates, or strings of information fascinate me. Um Maybe like some of the time. Numbers not really. I fucking always hated numbers growing up. Dates could give two shits about. Strings of information like random facts that people would tell me, I would always remember that. And that would interest me. Um but like what is a string of information? Maybe like some of the time, I guess, for that one. Not gonna say never, but definitely not numbers or dates. Like I could give two fucks about that. I fucking hate numbers. fucking hate numbers. I hated math growing up. I was not a math whiz. Mm. I always felt like it was wrong. Like it didn't make sense. Like it always felt like not natural. I don't know how to explain it, but like it didn't. It always felt like what they were teaching me was like wrong about numbers. I don't know. That's all I could say about that. I have no idea. But I always was like, it doesn't feel right. You know? I don't know. You know, it's like sleeping with your stepsister. You know, it's like something doesn't feel right. Unless that's not the case for you, then I guess you like numbers and dates. I don't know. Anyway, I can easily recognize patterns in things all the time. Mm, uh, yeah, kind of. I learned the D2 maps pretty good. So I say like some of the time. I'm trying to think of any other patterns that it's like I don't know. I like I feel like I'm really good with like directions. Like I'll remember something just going like to a house once, I'll know how to get there forever kind of thing. But like certain patterns necessarily uh, sometimes. Like I noticed that uh the Stony Fields in D2 Resurrected that like I recognized the Tristram like portal patterns like in relation to where the waypoint was. So yeah, I ended up realizing that there's only like 6 to 10 different variations of the map or something like that, and then depending on where the waypoint is, I know where the Tristram uh, portal is. New situations make me anxious and nervous. Uh, New situations though, no, not really. The only time I really was getting anxious was when I was like heavy smoking, and I feel like that was because of the weed, not because of anything else. Yeah, don't smoke, by the way, if you're watching this. Uh, uh, yeah, not really, because it's not like new situations. You know, I don't really do a lot of new things anyway, and when I do a new thing, I'm depending on what it is, I'm either more excited or I'm like, you know, or it's like something new that I don't like, and I just like don't want to be there. But I'm not anxious or nervous about it. I don't really get nervous about anything. Um, yeah, because I don't like I just don't give a shit enough. I think I prefer reading books about non-fiction. Okay, wait. Yeah, fiction is fake. Non-fiction is real. Um, no, 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 man. I'd rather read the fiction. I love fiction. Fiction is way better than non-fiction. Fuck that. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Maybe it's not never because like Nat Geo and all that shit is cool. So some of the time, but not not never and not most of the time because I would rather watch like Star Trek or whatever the fuck than Nat Geo or whatever. I find it hard to figure out people's intentions. Not really. I feel like that's a not really. But there are sometimes maybe, but it's very rare. I usually know people's intentions, especially if I know the person. Then I definitely know their intentions. Um, right? Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say. I'd say I have an easy time figuring that out. Scoring this range me. Oh my fucking gosh. Scoring this range means it may be a good idea to monitor your symptoms and keep track of the severity of these behaviors and when they are present. Further evaluation is typically recommended when these behaviors begin to interfere with your ability to navigate life, school, relationships. If you're concerned or want more information, considering an evaluation with a qualified healthcare or mental health professional for further assessment and potential treatment options. Wait, so is that bad or is that good? But wait, is scoring low on this test good or bad? Is that bad or is that good though? Oh my god, I have fucking. I think this is like close to the worst that you can get. How is that possible? There's no way. Nah, man. What? Is that bad? It doesn't even. It doesn't even. I should change that answer to some of the time. Is it accurate? But okay, but what's the scoring? Like, is it lower or better or worse, man? I don't know. The fact that I can't figure this out probably means I fucking have it. So there you go. We took the test, and I don't know if we failed or we passed, but 13 out of 40. You take the fucking test, and let me know what you got in the comments below. All right. Good luck. Good luck out there, and Autism Gang represent. All right. Peace.